Johnny Carson hosted thousands of guests during his 30-year run on The Tonight Show. Legendary Hollywood stars, music icons, and countless others graced his stage. Yet, there were 10 women who stood out as truly special. These were the women Carson trusted completely. The ones who could make him laugh uncontrollably before a live audience of millions. The ones who revealed glimpses of his warmer, more vulnerable side, qualities hidden behind his polished hosting style. Here are Johnny Carson's 10 favorite female guests. Number 1. Bette Midler, the singer who brought tears to his eyes. Carson selected Midler as his penultimate guest ahead of his final episode in May 1992. That choice spoke volumes. Among all the celebrities he could have invited for such a pivotal moment, he chose Bette. Instead of a big screen icon or stand-up comic, he wanted her. She performed One for My Baby, and Carson broke down emotionally. Video clips show his eyes welling up as he struggled and failed to maintain composure. This was the same Johnny Carson who had mastered on-air poise for 3 decades, never showing weakness on live television. But Midler's heartfelt song on his farewell night overwhelmed him. The studio fell quiet in a profound, joyful hush, as if witnessing a deeply personal exchange broadcast to the nation. Commentators often describe it as one of the most touching moments in his tenure. It's easy to understand why. It marked a genuine farewell and the close of an iconic era. Carson clearly held Midler in high regard. Watching him sit there alone, visibly moved as millions looked on, that was authentic emotion, not an act. Number 2. Dolly Parton, the performer who composed a song just for him. Parton debuted on the show on her birthday in 1977. She was an ideal guest. Charismatic, talented vocalist, and gifted storyteller. The type who effortlessly lightened a host's workload with her natural appeal. She shared tales of her Tennessee upbringing, family life, and rise in music. Carson often relaxed and let her shine, knowing her energy and wit carried the segment perfectly. What elevated Parton to favorite status occurred in 1979. She created and sang an original song dedicated to him, not tied to any album promotion. It was a personal gesture for someone she considered a friend. "What's this song you mentioned writing?" "Well, I composed it because you've been so kind to me since I first appeared here. You once joked that once I became really famous, I'd stop coming back. But I always will. I'll be here as often as you are. I've traveled far from those Tennessee hills. Worked hard to make my hometown folks proud. Now everyone recognizes my name wherever I go. But I haven't truly arrived until I'm on the Johnny Carson show." Carson appeared deeply moved. Their on-screen rapport was evident, warm and sincere, free of any contrived showbiz flair. It reflected 2 individuals who simply enjoyed each other's company. Their bond extended into real friendship. Number 3. Betty White, the guest who bantered playfully with him. White wasn't merely a repeat visitor. She was a comedy collaborator Carson relied on for sketches. They performed memorable routines together, such as the Tarzan and Jane bit, donning costumes and improvising with childlike enthusiasm. "Let's be honest, you're not exactly the epitome of manhood." "Oh yeah? Chest like quicksand." "Tarzan, all man. Then why do the hyenas gather and laugh when you shower under the waterfall?" "Hyenas always laugh." "Yes, but they don't usually point." "If you're that hungry, there's leftover rhino stew in the pot." "Leftover rhino stew again? I think this is a bit too horny. You only collaborate on sketches with someone reliable, someone you feel at ease being goofy with, taking chances alongside." Carson loved ribbing White, creating ongoing gags about her blissful marriage to Alan Ludden. Each visit brought fresh teasing about their happy home life. White would chuckle, join in, and fire back. In an Entertainment Weekly piece, she explained that his constant playful jabs were his way of expressing fondness for those he truly appreciated. It signaled, "You're part of my inner circle. I'm relaxed around you. I care enough to tease you." Number 4. Joan Embury, the wildlife specialist. The official Carson website directly names Embury as one of his all-time favorites. She introduced exotic creatures from the San Diego Zoo, creating some of the program's most memorable highlights. "I can't converse normally with an animal perched on my head. Such a cute little creature. Was that spitting? Was that saliva? It's just a refresher." Different from standard interviews, these segments featured uncooperative baby elephants, free-roaming birds, or snakes that unnerved Carson noticeably. "He punched me right in the mouth." "Don't worry, he's fine, just playing." Playing? Carson allocated significant time to her animal presentations, indicating genuine enjoyment. Repeated generous airtime means the host values the content and the guest. Embry appeared regularly over years, becoming a staple. Audiences tuned in, anticipating her visits with creatures. They knew it would elicit unfiltered reactions from Carson, freezing under a bird on his head, jumping at sudden sounds, or showing real anxiety around certain animals. It made for compelling TV because it felt authentic. Carson wasn't acting. He was genuinely responding to nearby unpredictability. Embry excelled at guiding these interactions, creating spontaneous moments while gently challenging his comfort zone. That's talent, and the reason he adored booking her. She produced outstanding television by allowing Carson to be unscripted and human. Number 5. Lucille Ball, comedy's reigning queen. Ball appeared 16 times on Carson's Tonight Show from 1968 to 1980, an impressive number for an established icon with her own programs. She had no need for exposure boosts. She was Lucille Ball, a trailblazer who revolutionized TV comedy and built an entertainment empire. I can't praise Lucille Ball enough. She's simply a masterful artist. One true measure of great comedy is its timelessness. If you're a Lucy admirer, and that's nearly everyone, rewatching those classic episodes from years ago, they're just as hilarious now as when first aired. I can unwind on certain programs, but somehow, that's ridiculous. We've known each other forever. I only said that to ease you. We do whatever it takes to stay employed. Yeah. You don't need me to keep ratings high. Where else would you go? Yet she returned repeatedly because of their unique connection. Carson regarded her with deep respect, like a cherished mentor, while sharing genuine warmth. She recounted early TV anecdotes, collaborations with Desi Arnaz, filming before live audiences, and pioneering comedy on the new medium. Carson listened intently, posing thoughtful questions with real curiosity. Then they'd shift to improvisational bits, two experts syncing perfectly on timing and humor. Ball features prominently in highlight reels and compilations. Their segments were pure excellence. The rapport stemmed from shared mastery and mutual admiration, allowing experimentation and fun. It never felt promotional. It seemed like genuine enjoyment, a reminder of her passion for the craft. Number 6. Carol Burnett, the source of instant rapport. Burnett appeared frequently in the 1970s, especially for extended episodes, anniversaries, and high-stakes nights needing flawless execution. When the team sought reliable humor and connection, they booked Carol. As a superstar with her hit variety show, she didn't require the platform. But her consistent appearances place her on fan and media lists of Carson's top guests. The reason? It succeeded without fail. Every chat, every routine delivered seamless laughs, no awkwardness, no risks of flops. Just two comedic talents who effortlessly amused each other with total trust. Burnett portrayed vivid characters with spot-on accents and details. They'd improvise mishaps into gold. Often the highlights were mutual crack-ups, something hilariously striking them, leading to uncontrollable laughter shared with the audience. Those unforced moments of pure joy elevated the segments. Viewers sensed the real bond. It couldn't be manufactured. Critics praised their effortless interplay. Burnett was someone Carson eagerly anticipated, who improved the program simply by appearing, and whom he relied on for excellence. Number 7. Joan Rivers, the one he trusted above all. Carson spotted Rivers' talent in the mid-1960s, providing her breakthrough national platform when she was an unknown club comic. He invited her back repeatedly, nearly 100 times total. That's extraordinary. Most get limited chances. Rivers earned them through consistent brilliance. His ultimate trust? Appointing her permanent guest host, a distinction no other woman received. Consider the weight. Entrusting her with helm of television's top late-night program, The Career Maker. It meant believing in her ability to uphold the format, tone, audience appeal, and legacy. For years, Rivers held that rare privilege, essentially family. Carson mentored her, saw his own spark in her, and propelled her forward. Their eventual rift over her Fox venture doesn't diminish the prior decades of respect and fondness. In good times, She was his protege. Professional admiration rooted in recognizing true potential. Number 8. Carol Wayne, the steadfast sketch partner. Wayne wasn't an occasional visitor. She anchored one of Carson's signature recurring segments, the matinee lady in Art Fern's Tea Time movie sketches. Over 100 appearances spanning 1967 to 1984, 17 years. That longevity wasn't accidental. Carson chose to integrate her deeply into the show's fabric. The bits were absurd, loaded with innuendo and visual humor, demanding precise timing and full commitment. Wayne nailed it repeatedly, holding character while Carson portrayed Art Fern, enhancing jokes with reactions and glances. Sustaining a recurring role for years signifies deep appreciation for her reliability, chemistry, and contribution to the program's identity. Wayne secured that because Carson truly valued collaborating with her. She simplified his role and consistently delivered freshness. Number 9. Teresa Ganzel, the succeeding matinee lady. Ganzel took over as Tea Time matinee lady in the mid-1980s, a challenging transition after Wayne's long tenure and audience familiarity. Carson handpicked her, having previously enjoyed her guest spots, including a sitcom promotion. Sources note she earned the ongoing role precisely as one of his preferred guests. Recurring opportunities go to those trusted for quality. Ganzel adapted seamlessly, bringing her own style while preserving the professionalism and timing essential to success. Carson's company collaborated with her on additional ventures, suggesting continued professional affinity. When you appreciate someone's work, you create more opportunities together. Ganzel joined The Tonight Show circle in its later years, helping sustain the excellence that defined it. Number 10. Doris Day, the star who left him starstruck. Day's appearances were exceptionally scarce, as she mostly shunned talk shows later in life. Having been a massive film icon, she largely withdrew from the spotlight. Records highlight her 1974 and subsequent Tonight Show visits with Carson as rare exceptions. She rarely did this for others, but she did for him. Clips capture Carson unusually flustered and deferential during her debut, rare for the seasoned interviewer who'd handled everyone from leaders to unpredictable celebrities. Day represented classic Hollywood grandeur from another generation, and Carson honored that with evident awe. These rare segments stand out because Day emerged from semi-retirement trusting Carson, and because her presence clearly meant so much to him. Johnny Carson valued loyalty above all. He cherished the company of select individuals, had clear favorites, expressed care through banter, opportunities, and confidence. He appreciated those who contributed to his program's nightly magic across decades in an industry full of superficial ties. These 10 women were exceptional, his trusted circle, the ones whose curtain walks he anticipated. They transformed 30 years at the desk from routine to rewarding. They knew how to challenge him appropriately, support him, and let him relax into authenticity. Such rapport is uncommon and precious. Were you aware of Johnny Carson's favorite female guests? Which of these bonds surprised you the most? What insights did you gain from this overview? Share your thoughts in the comments. And for more explorations of The Tonight Show's rich legacy, be sure to subscribe and support the channel.